You wake up, grab your toothbrush, squeeze some paste, and scrub. Takes about 2 minutes. But here's the thing, that little routine you barely think about. Humans went without it for over 100,000 years. So how did ancient people keep their teeth from rotting out of their skulls? The answer is way weirder than you think. Let's go back, way back. 130,000 years ago, Neanderthals in what's now Croatia were already picking food out of their teeth. Scientists found ancient molars with deep scraping marks, proof that even cavemen couldn't stand stuff stuck in their teeth. They probably used bits of bone or stiff grass. No toothbrush, no paste, just pure determination. Fast forward to 14,000 years ago. In a rock shelter in Italy, someone had a rotten tooth, and instead of just living with the pain, another person took a sharp stone tool and carefully scraped the decay out. That's the oldest known dental procedure in human history. No anesthesia, no dentist chair, just a rock and a prayer. Now here's where it gets interesting. About 7,000 years ago, the Egyptians figured something out. They started mixing ash from burned ox hooves, crushed eggshells, myrrh, and pumice stone into a powder, and they rubbed it on their teeth. That's basically the world's first toothpaste. It was more abrasive than cleansing, but it worked. It scraped off the gunk. The Persians took it further. They added burnt snail shells, oyster shells, herbs, and honey. The Romans went full charcoal and tree bark, mostly to fight bad breath. And the ancient Babylonians, they used red salt and juniper, ground up and rubbed on their teeth. But the real game changer came from a stick. Around 3500 BCE, people in Egypt and Babylon started chewing on twigs from specific trees until the end frayed into bristles. Then they used those frayed ends to scrub their teeth. These were called chew sticks. And here's the wild part, the trees they chose weren't random. Neem and Salvadora persica, the tree used for miswak, both have natural antibacterial properties. They actually work. People in the Middle East and Africa still use miswak to this day. The ancient Indians took oral hygiene seriously. The Vedas, written over 3,000 years ago, recommend cleaning your tongue, using mouthwashes with sesame oil, and chewing sticks from medicinal plants. The Charaka Samhita, one of the oldest medical texts ever written, dedicates entire chapters to oral care. And in ancient India, they invented tongue scrapers made of gold, silver, copper, and iron. They were part of a grooming kit you'd wear on your belt. Tongue scraper, toothpick, ear scoop, all on one ring. The Romans had their own version of mouthwash. Pliny the Elder, a Roman senator and naturalist, recommended washing your mouth every morning with fresh water. Another Roman poet, Catullus, suggested gargling with your own urine. Seriously. And some historians say the Celtiberians actually did this daily. But the toothbrushes we know it, that came from China, around the Tang dynasty, somewhere between the 7th and 10th centuries. They took boar hair, attached it to a bamboo or bone handle, and called it a day. It probably wasn't great. Nobody was excited about brushing their teeth with pig hair. So here's the timeline. Bone toothpicks, 130,000 years ago. Stone tools for dental surgery, 14,000 years ago. Tooth powder from ash and eggshells, 7,000 years ago. Chew sticks with natural antibiotics, 5,000 years ago. Tongue scrapers and oil pulling in India, 3,000 years ago. And the first real toothbrush in China, about 1,000 years ago. You've had electric toothbrushes, fluoride, whitening strips, water flossers. Your ancestors had a stick, some salt, and sheer willpower. And somehow, they survived long enough for you to complain about brushing your teeth every night. So next time you pick up that toothbrush, remember, humans have been fighting plaque for over 100,000 years. You just have the easy version. If this blew your mind, hit that like button. It helps more than you know, and subscribe if you want more videos like this, where we break down the weird, the hidden, and the unexpected about how humans used to live. I'll see you in the next one.